Hello, Aquarius. Welcome to your reading with me, Cindy. You may hear some deep breathing in the background throughout this reading. I cannot help that. It is my little dog, Lily. She's not a pillow. She's right here. She is sleeping right beside me. Oh, yeah. She tends to be a little bit of a snore. So, okay. I've already pulled out a couple of cards for you, Aquarius. And what would I say? I would say that help is coming. I don't know what this help is that you need. And I don't know yet. We have more cards to pull out. I might get more information, obviously, right, about what form this help might be coming to you in, and what it's around for you. But help is coming. I want to say it like 100%. Help is on its way. Assistance. There's some type of assistance here that you have either spoken to others about that you would like to have, or help that you would like to get. Or it's something between like you and your angels and your guides and your guardians. And the assistance, I feel like it's more of a spiritual assistance, to be honest, especially with that card, because it does say that like your need, your cry, your request for help has been heard. And you are going to be receiving the help that you need in whatever way that you've been asking for help here. So the elephant card, right, is with this as well. And the elephant it's neat, right? Like it's because the elephant is associated with Ganesh, and Ganesh is the remover of obstacles. So if there is something that is in the way here that is stopping you from being able to move forward on a path, you're going to be getting help to move whatever that is. Or the energy of like Ganesh could be coming through to help steer you around an obstacle as well. Now, here's another thing to consider. If you've asked for some type of assistance or help, an obstacle could suddenly be put in your way. And that obstacle is put in your way to cause you to go around and take a different route here, to go in a new direction. Because if you're on a path and this path is like, this path does not feel supportive, or this path is not taking me to the goal that I had for myself, boom, then you won't be on that path, right? Because if you're saying, God, I need a different outcome, or I would like a different outcome, or there's something here that I would like to resolve in my life and I'm not able to do it, then God's like, all right, well, you ain't going to do it on this path. So there's like an obstacle could be put into place here for you, but it's steering you towards what it is that you would like to achieve, what you would like to accomplish. It's keeping you on a path for your highest good. Okay, so we're going to go into the Heaven and Earth Tarot. It's snowing like crazy. It never shows up in the camera. It's severe as it's coming down, like it's really coming down. Really coming down right now. Okay, Aquarius has got the assistance card. It literally is like your angels are coming forward and saying, we have heard you. We are coming to help. The Two of Pentacles. Maybe you have too much to do. Maybe you have too much to do, or you're trying to make a decision. You could be trying to weigh two possibilities here of what you should do. If there's something here that you should do or not do. Now, it's important to kind of think about the different ways that this assistance could come to you, like how you could be receiving help or possibly even an answer for yourself. So let's say, because with the Two of Pentacles, let's say you're debating, maybe you should do this or maybe you should do that. And maybe maybe you're already doing one of them, right? And I want to say that because one card is already here in the, like, this already looks like it's fully materialized, where this one is not fully materialized. It's almost like an idea. So you could be right now in the middle of finding yourself doing something that you're involved in your life, and you are considering doing something else instead of that, okay? And maybe you're like, I don't know what the right choice is. I don't know what the right decision is to make here. So you're going to get help. You're going to get help in making this decision. Now, keep in mind that there are ways that this can come through, right? You could be steered towards exactly what is the right decision here. You could also find, like, let's say if there's something here that you're thinking about in your life that you would like to create and materialize. There could be a roadblock or something that appears on there that goes, whoa, there's no way. And then you might sit there and go, but why, God? Like, why? That seemed like the new thing that I was going to do. Or that seemed like the direction I wanted to take. Or that's like, but that's kind of like the assistance is like, okay, just, right? But I don't know. For some of you, it could be. It could be you stay right where you are. Keep doing what you're doing. This is the right thing to do. Others of you, you could be shown, you know, maybe this new path opens right up for you. But you are. So it does make me feel like you're maybe sort of like in some type of a decision-making mode right now. You're not sure what's the right direction to take or what's the right choice to make. And with the elephant, it does also feel like, right, like if this is you, if this is the embodiment of you, it is sort of like being in a dark tunnel or being in a space here where you do not know the consequences or outcomes of where you find yourself right now and where things could be later on. And honestly, like, well, that's kind of life, is we don't know that. And so you're just walking, you only see what's right in front of you as you need to see it right now. Interesting. Well, we're going to have a bath. Okay, the Two of Pentacles. Let's get more on this Two of Pentacles with the Assistance card. The Page of Swords. Oh, shit. Look at that. See, look at, she's in a labyrinth. She's in the maze. Enlightenment through the maze. The maze of life, yeah. The Five of Pentacles. And the Ten of Cups. It honestly, it feels kind of like you might be in the process of trying to make, are you trying to make a decision? Some of you could be. I'm kind of feeling like others of you, you're being turned into a new direction here. So be open to these possibilities. You could find yourself going in a new direction. And it is, I don't want to call it a course correction. It's just, no, it's keeping you on, well, your course, the destiny that you are paving for yourself in life here. See, it's like seeing the lack and moving towards happiness. Okay, I think there's a choice here. Like if you were trying to decide on a choice to make between two things, the obvious choice should be what makes you happy. What makes you happy? That's how you make this choice. You might be sort of weighing out physical yays and nays in this. Resources, it's what makes you happy. The Elephant. Wow. You got the Eight of Wands for the Elephant. Oh, yeah. So, like, you are really going to be shown a direction here. You're going to be guided right through you're getting help. You're getting bigger. I mean, I don't know. Maybe some of you want to move. Like, some of you could be in the process of moving. You're going to get any help that you need in doing that. This moving could be in a physical way here. It could be moving a home, business. There could also be something, though, that you are being moved in some sort of emotional way as well here. The Eight of Wands, that is definitely clearing the way. Wow, the Ace of Pentacles. Y'all are moving towards some sort of a new opportunity. The Four of Pentacles, and the Three of Cups. Okay, you guys are, I think maybe some of you have an opportunity here and you're not sure if you should take it or you should do it. Because this looks really good. This looks like this could be like what you've been asking for. So keep that in mind too, because the Assistance card, it can also speak to us of like, very specific sort of like synchronicities that take place in life. And these are not just random things that are happening around you right now or that will be. These are things that are really like specifically happening to steer you. And I really do feel like some people are going to be showing up on your path and in your timeline right now that are going to be giving the help that you need when you need it. But you have a new opportunity here with this Ace of Pentacles. Maybe some of you are feeling like sort of stuck in your job. You're like, I really need something more inspiring. I need something that pays me better. I need something with better benefits or more flexibility, because that you've been heard. That's coming. Some of you, maybe you're thinking you want to move somewhere else, or you want a different place to live. Like, again, like that is a new opportunity. This Two of Pentacles is turning into an Ace, and you're going to be shown how to get there. The Ace of Pentacles. The Two of Swords. Yeah, you're like, oh man, maybe one of these choices makes, like, who are you? Who are you on this? Is this going to be a real change for you? Justice, shit. The Justice in this. And the World. That's the same eye. Oh, how crazy is that? Justice looking in on you. Holy crap. You have like really strong angelic energy around you right now. You could even be going, I'm getting this as even like a guide. Like angelic guides here that are helping you. So there could be a shift. There could be some sort of shift that's been going on. Angelic guides shifting here. You're getting a different form of help. Oh my gosh. Now I really see that. Why do I feel like there was someone else getting a reading like that last week? I don't know. You're definitely, the Two of Pentacles also looks like you are going through some sort of transition here that is like a physical state to you. You're going to be experiencing it in a very physical way, but this is like shifts from like your angelic guides, ancestral guides. There's new guides moving in here. So, okay, I feel like you've had a certain number or specific guides that have been working with you, leading you, helping you move forward. I want to say move forward isn't the word that I know. It's more like helping you get through some sort of a difficult period. Because you're coming out of a period here where things have been difficult. And this is moving you more towards opportunity. As you shift out of a cycle here where things have been difficult, you're moving more towards a cycle here where there are opportunities. There's a new opportunity. And that also involves something sort of like in the 5D here, like a spiritual shift. And it looks like to me that this is a shift in some type of guidance. They could be ancestral, angelic. There are certain guides that are in our lives for certain periods of time, right? Like there are some that are always there with us and they kind of step in more strongly or step back depending on, you know, the situations that we're going through and whether we are like they are really needed. You know, it's just like even like thinking about friends that we encounter in life. Like some friends come and go, other friends are there all the time, but they may not be specifically with you like, you know, every week of the month. But they kind of move in and out. It's the same with your guides. And there's something that's closing off here. Like it's literally like, a changing of the guard. This is really feeling like a changing of the guard here. And it's closing off. It's almost like observing you through a peephole and not necessarily interacting with you anymore. You're getting a new guide here. Maybe there's a guide that you've had who is great for navigating people through, I don't know, difficult periods here. but they're not really the guide that you would use for identifying a fresh start or a brand new opportunity. That's coming in here. That's really, yeah. That's like even the Ganesh. Maybe for some of you, like if you are Hindu or you connect with any gods, goddesses that are Hindu, maybe like the Ganesh is even an indication for you that you're having, like, this is coming in for you. Ganesh is coming in for you. Okay, let's see the the Four of Pentacles is kind of, it's an improvement from the Five. I know it sounds weird, right? Because you kind of like cycle through. But let me see. This could be like, this is like the loss of something. Or not feeling safe here and having to go. So the Four of Pentacles. Holy, the Death card. Where you got the World. These are big endings. Okay, so the Death to Rebirth. The Six of Cups. I'm getting like some kind of a soul level activation here. Like some sort of memory of yourself. You could experience something like that. It could come through in some type of deja vu. Or it could just come through as some sort of like really powerful sense of knowing who you are. The Page of Pentacles. This really looks like someone who, like, I want to look at these cards. Like, this feels like such a dark period. Like, to get you out of this darkness. And there's this maze behind her. Which way do you go? What's the right way to go? Are you going down the right path today? Okay. And then this is like all of the cards over here. I can't hold them all up, but they're feeling like much more bright. Like they all feel like they're taking place like in daylight. There's some coming out of some sort of a darkness or a fog and going into the daylight. And it almost also has a sense of tangible reality where this kind of feels like, you know, a weird dream, like stuck in a weird dream here, or things just don't feel familiar. This just feels suddenly, that has to do with the Six of Cups, suddenly familiar. And it's like you find yourself, that's weird. Find yourself experiencing some type of mental and emotional experience that feels like before. Now, when I say before, it's kind of coming across to me like a period before the darkness, and whenever that could be for you, or a period before the strangeness. It's a strangeness. This Page of Swords and the Five of Pentacles feel like a strangeness. Like everything seems strange and dark. And then this is like all of a sudden, well, this is what I remember. This is the reality that I remember. So I don't know if some of you have been in a reality that feels sort of strange and dark. And even the elephant is walking through the dark. You are moving into something that feels like more familiar to you. You know, I could describe it as this too. If you have gone through a period where you have mourned someone, you know, where there's been the loss of someone, I want to say like through a death. I mean, it could be other things too. It could be, you know, death to me is, yeah, I'm going to go with that one. Because this goes more to me than just like, you know, if you've broken up with someone or you've lost a friend or there's been some sort of estrangement or divorce or separation or anything like that. There's something about like a mourning period and actual death, because the person is no longer physically here. You know, you could break up with someone, you could get divorced, you could, if they're still like a part of your reality. But when somebody dies, your reality reality just suddenly like, what the fuck? Like, they're just not here anymore. And that can feel like dark and confusing and unknown. I'm not saying that that is something that you've gone through. And I think that's something that I might be picking up for a few people, yes. But it's like that experience is how this is coming across. It's like when that happens and suddenly reality seems altered, and like it's a place you haven't been before and you don't recognize it. And a lot of that has to do with your mind and your mental and emotional state. And yes, and your physical reality has now changed. That person is no longer present and you can't talk to them. I'm not like, yes, you can connect with them through the spiritual, but there's something here, like something that is like you having a rebirth, and it's like you recognize the light again. Like you recognize the light again. Yeah, like you recognize the light again. The Three of Cups. The Emperor and the Five of Wands. What's this you having a fight with? And the Page of Wands. For some of you, there could be a conversation here that you're going to have. And some of you could be telling your boss you're getting out. I mean, that could be, you could be. If some of you are not feeling good in a workspace that you're in, you could be telling your boss that you're getting out of here because you have a new opportunity. And this new opportunity could be the thing that you've been waiting for, like, right? Like, so even, like, if you're working somewhere and let's say when you went into that space, you knew the light. And then when you went into this new workspace, you lost the light. Like the place wasn't what you thought it was going to be. Or you were there and while you were there, it was the light. But then management changed, something changed, and all of a sudden it just slowly started to feel less and less familiar. And I want to say the familiarity is also connected to, is this part of your path? So something shifted on your path. You ended up on a path that was no longer for you, or you ended up sort of like on a detour here. But the elephant energy is taking you back. The three, geez, that's curious, right? Like coming out of the darkness, like a vine, a rope being thrown into the darkness and pulling yourself out. There's someone else there with you with that too. It could be another family member. Could be a friend. I'm going to go do the extended, Aquarius. In the extended, I'm going to ask, because this card can also be associated with our fate. And I'm going to ask, how have you misunderstood your fate? And where is fate taking you right now? There's two options in the description below if you'd like to follow me to the extended. Thank you so much, Aquarius. Until next time, be gentle with yourselves. Bye.